Yo.
Welcome back to the J&E Comic Cast. How's everyone doing today?
What episode we on, my boy?
We on episode 61.
Yo, that's crazy.
61 episodes. Thank you guys for sticking around with us and hanging out with us. We appreciate all the support. If you're enjoying the content, make sure you subscribe, like, share, all that good stuff. But this week we got a very interesting episode. We got a lot planned for this week. Give you a little rough down. We got She-Hulk to talk about. What?
I said we do.
We do?
We do.
She-Hulk to talk about. Spiderman No Way Home. Gotham Knights. BatGirl. And Shazam and Aquaman. So, to get us started, Egg, how you been? How's everything going?
Everything's good, my boy. What's going on with you?
Chilling. But let us know what you guys think about these situations that's going on with She-Hulk. What are you guys' thoughts on the show? Everything that's happening in the comic book universe. We'd love to hear feedback from you guys, so please continue to interact with us. We really enjoy it.
Messages.
Yeah.
Give us your thoughts and opinions, your feelings, what you guys like, what you guys don't like. We want to hear it all. So
yeah. But to get us started, we have She-Hulk. We're on episode 2. The episode was roughly less than 30 minutes. I would say it's about like 20. It was 31 minutes, but we're taking out the
trailers, the intro, and the credits,
all that. It was about like 25 minutes, roughly.
Yeah, it fell short, and I don't think it did much to move the needle forward. It wasn't bad. One of the things about the show is that I actually do find it enjoying. I'm enjoying it. I do think it's funny. But I think that we're going to get a real idea of what the show's really made of now, moving forward, with
like episode 3, 4,
yeah, because
5.
Mark Ruffalo was in both these episodes. I know that was probably one of the things that had people maybe interested to watch, and now he's not, which me and Jay will talk about that in a second here.
Yeah.
So I'm interested to see how the show picks up, where it goes from here. What happens? What's the main bad guy? You know what I mean? You kind of have your ideas, your opinions, but I'm definitely curious. It was an interesting episode, I'll say that. Jay, what did you think?
So pretty much to give you a little quick rundown, She-Hulk, she hulked out in a courtroom. She ended up getting fired from her job. They thought she was a liability. No other law firms wanted to hire her other than the competitive law firm that she was competing at to become a superhero, like a superhero.
She's an attorney for this new superhero division.
Yeah. She ran into Abomination. I really liked
her first client.
Yeah, her first client. I really liked how in that episode, the little, I guess, like snippets, since when the first Hulk was made, it was a different actor, and they mentioned that in there without really mentioning it.
Yeah, that was
it's like you were a different person as well back then, which he was. It was a different actor, so it was just a little bit stuff like that. Abomination escaped his prison though, and then it showed us a scene from Shang-Chi when Wong was fighting Abomination.
Yeah, so which interesting because, let me cut you off, but interesting because it puts the timeline of this show concurrently with Shang-Chi, or a little, right. Basically, puts it right next to Shang-Chi.
Yeah, so that's pretty much the timeline. And as we saw in Shang-Chi, at the end of it, Wong came to get Shang-Chi, and they ended up seeing Mark Ruffalo there as well, Hulk, and like in a meeting with Captain Marvel and all of them. So I'm curious to see if it's gonna be a little connection with that. Are we gonna see in the next Shang-Chi movie She-Hulk, or where is it going with this?
Yeah, or if we're gonna get what was that all about by the end of She-Hulk as well?
Yeah. So there's a lot going on. There was not too much to go on off that. This week's episode was a little short, like Egg said. Nothing really big and new. We saw Hulk in space traveling to
as an end credit
scene, and then
in the same ship from the first episode, the Sakaar ship or whatever it was.
So it looks like he's taking care of that. Maybe he's gonna get a show or maybe a movie based off of that.
I hope so, man. He's one of my favorite characters.
I have to agree. with that as well. So
He's such a great character. Mark Ruffalo's such a great actor, and I feel like one of the biggest things, the biggest injustices that they've done in Marvel is not give that man his own movie.
yeah, I agree with that.
It would be pretty interesting to see us get a solo Mark Ruffalo movie where they kind of maybe have him going into everything that he's dealing with, now that he's merged the two personalities, maybe him dealing with the Hulk in some kind of way. Maybe give us a little bit more of Planet Hulk. Who knows? But it would be cool to see something where they give Mark Ruffalo like his time to shine in the light. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I have to agree with you there. A little, like, even if they do a show with him or
Bro, we got a Black Widow
movie.
We got a Hawkeye show.
Yeah.
Where's my Mark Ruffalo Hulk movie or show?
Yeah, I don't disagree with you there. But honestly, episode 2, nothing too much to go off of. I'd say it's pretty much average, maybe like a 6.5.
So far, how do you feel about the series?
It is very interesting. I'm not hating on the show yet. I don't hate the show. Like,
you like it more than Miss Marvel?
Oh, 100%. After like the first 2 episodes of Miss Marvel, I hated the show. Like, this one, it's like, okay, it's a basic average Disney Marvel show, in my opinion, so far. It almost feels like the first 2 episodes of Loki for me. Like, where Loki, it feels like that. Like, they're just getting into the different stories.
I like that, and then obviously Loki ended up being what Loki ended up being, which is fantastic. But
yeah,
hopefully this show follows the same pattern.
I still think it has a lot to work towards. Yeah, it's not complete. It's not okay, this show's just gonna be awful. It's still on, like, where is it going with it? What direction are they coming from? Are they trying to make an awesome TV show, or is it just gonna flop? I don't think there's gonna be a middle ground for it.
Yeah,
it's either gonna flop completely or like be amazing.
I think it has definitely the potential to be amazing. I'm more excited about the show now than I was when it was announced. I do like the comedy in the show. I like how funny the show is. I like the actor.
She's
the actress that plays She-Hulk.
Yep. I don't have to disagree with that.
What?
I don't have anything wrong with. Yeah,
excuse me.
I think she's doing fine.
The only thing that that stands out to me a little bit, just watching it, is that I feel like the Hulk CGI is better than her CGI.
Well, they probably like so used to Hulk's CGI, like between all like past to now coming in to trying to make a character still look feminine as a Hulk. So it's a little harder, I guess. I don't know.
That's interesting. Maybe one day they can go into, because I know obviously they've made changes from the first trailer we saw to now.
I would love to see a behind the scenes.
Yeah, me too.
You know how I'm big on like videography and stuff like that, and I would love to see a behind the scenes of the making of She-Hulk and stuff. So
yeah, I agree.
But
so She-Hulk it's on Disney Plus, comes out I think it's Wednesday or Thursdays.
Thursday.
I'm watching it Thursdays. Yeah.
Every Thursday.
So every Thursday, you check it out on Disney Plus. First 2 episodes out currently.
Yep. Moving on, we got a new announcement. If you haven't seen it already, but it was announced that Spiderman: No Way Home is coming back to theaters September 2nd. With more footage. It's like an extended version, I guess you could say.
They call it the more fun stuff version.
The more fun stuff version. Extra scenes and clips from the movies. Make sure you guys go check it out. I know me and Egg are planning.
Look at my hero right there, Toby, the Giga Chad.
I know me and Egg are planning to go and watch the movie again with the extended version. So let us know what you guys think if you guys go watch it, and your thoughts on, did you prefer the original or the extended version more?
Crazy enough, I was telling you this the other day, this will be my second time actually watching the movie, which is wild for a movie that I so thoroughly loved. So I'm curious if the movie's gonna hold.
So you only seen it once?
Only the one time, the first day it came out.
That is crazy. I'm on like 5 times of rewatching it.
So I love that movie. Yeah, me too, which is really surprising. Yeah. Well, one of the times I was supposed to watch it with you guys, I was out of town, so that didn't happen.
Yeah. That's true.
So I'm curious to see how I feel about it, almost a year later.
Yeah. I'm curious to see what more scenes they're doing. There was a little bit of teasers in there that we got to see from it, but I'm just curious to see what route they go. If they're gonna make the movie better, or is it gonna be just the same, worse? Which version I'm gonna like more?
Hopefully the
Go from
scenes
there.
are completed too.
Yeah, it's not just like
Something really sloppy thrown together. Like I think that they did there with End Games where they had like an extended scene, and the extended scene was like a PS1 level graphics of the Hulk rescuing somebody from a fire or something like that. It was terrible.
yeah.
I wanted to pour Clorox on my eyes. And the Hulk is
So
my guy, but
we
you know.
shall see when we'll definitely let you guys know our reviews on it and how we feel about it once we've seen it and once it comes out. I know me and Egg are planning to get our tickets soon.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Alrighty, moving on from the DC and Marvel aspect of this week's episode, we're going into the Disney and Marvel aspects of this episode. We're going into the DC aspect of this episode. Recently they had the Game Awards. We got some new footage from different games that came out, and one of the games that we got new footage for was Gotham Knights, a game that I have been very excited for, and Egg has been very excited for. But introduction to the villains. Let's get into it.
Jim Gordon never gave up on anything. That's why Gotham City is still here. It's why I'm still here. And I've known for a while now that someday, like him, I'd have to work with you. I've seen plenty of criminals in my career, but nothing could have prepared me for this.
Well, well, if it isn't BatGirl.
Gotham City is at her weakest. There's blood in the water, and the sharks are circling. They're all making their move,
Play nice.
but we aren't going to give up.
A storm has risen over Gotham. Nothing can stop it. See you at the premiere.
I need your help. Your skills. Your knowledge. Your adaptability. You got my back?
Oh, boys!
This biopic is based on a true story. My story. Soon, the world will feel the cold as I do.
I got one last little surprise for you.
Come to watch the show, Red Hood.
Nah, I'm just here to kick your ass. Pre-order now and get the 233 custom Batcycle skin.
That
We.
is gonna be insane.
So quick rundown, Jay. We're talking about this as we're watching the trailer. This is I think my second time watching it. So bad guys that the trailer basically gave us: Harley Quinn.
Harley
Looks
Quinn.
like she's gonna be a major villain.
We got Clayface.
Yep.
We got Quarter Owls.
Yes.
We got Mr. Freeze.
Yep.
And there was a picture of the Penguin that Red Hood stabbed.
And it wasn't the dude in the with the pig face. That was Pig from, I think that's his name, right?
The pig face. I know who you're talking about. Pigman.
Is it Pigman?
I think it's Pigman or. Oh man, is it Pigman?
It's. It's Professor Pig.
Yeah, Professor
Lancel
Pig.
Valentine. Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's what it looks like. It looks like maybe somebody from his I couldn't complete the name. I knew it was
Yeah.
Pig. I knew it was PYG.
You know what I'm excited to see?
What?
Honestly, out of all those villains, between the Quarter Owls, because you know how much I love that series.
Yeah, yeah.
But Clayface, I'm very curious to see how he
he looked
in-game.
intimidating. He
Yeah.
actually looked scary, not goofy, and I think that sometimes that's a hard thing to achieve for somebody who's just a blob of, mud.
Yeah,
or
and
clay.
it looks like we're gonna get a return of Dr. Quinzel, Harley Quinn. Her alter ego is maybe coming out.
She looks like she might be a major villain the way they're portraying her, and Freeze. With it looked like he was attacking the city.
Mr. Freeze looked awesome.
Yeah, the way they did his suit was insane.
If I'm not mistaken, I believe Mr. Freeze is the first major villain you face, because when they gave it the first 16 minutes of gameplay,
Mhm.
it was Batgirl fighting Mr. Freeze. So I don't know if he's
Interesting.
gonna be coming back, or if he's gonna be the main villain you face off the start. But the game, I know, is gonna have the co-op story mode option where you can play the game with friends online and do the story online together.
when it drops, we got to do that.
Yeah, I'm down.
We'll do a little stream for that.
If you guys didn't know, the game drops October 21st.
Yeah,
So
I'm looking
make
forward to
sure-
it.
I gotta pre-order it soon so I can make sure I get that custom bike,
It is nice. The
Yeah.
233.
the 233.
The pig villain I thought was always interesting. He's obviously a darker villain.
Professor Ping.
Yeah, Professor Pig. But I thought he was interesting in the Arkham Knight just because I remember that part of his story was was a lot of detective work. You know what I mean? Looking into people's X-ray scans and scanning and so I thought it would be pretty cool if they kind of bring those elements into this game.
Yeah, I mean, I'm curious to see the gameplay style, because playing the Batman games, it was mainly focused on the storyline with one character. Now you're adding in another 3, so 4 total heroes or vigilantes in the storyline. I'm really curious to see how long the story is gonna be in the games, like, if that makes sense. So like, is it
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying.
gonna be like very short that you get to play as individuals, or you get to pick the character that you want to be in that story? How are they gonna do it?
It'll be interesting if one of the things I think that would be kind of interesting is that I know sometimes when you have a character that has when you have a game that has a lot of characters, is that they'll give us like, all right, you play through Batgirl story, you play through, and then you only play as her, and then you play through another story of Red Hood, and then you do it for Tim Drake and for Dick Grayson. And then at some point, all those stories diverge. You know what I mean? So like, you got to play almost like 4 separate story modes, and then they come together into one main kind of like ending story mode type thing. So it'd be pretty cool to see them. Maybe if there's some of the things that they do, it'd be pretty cool to see kind of how that plays out.
Yeah.
Because as you saw from the previous trailers, they all have their own different fighting styles. They all have their own looks. They all have their own abilities. I know we were talking about it
They
last
were all
night.
fighting individual villains. Like, you
Yeah,
didn't see-
yeah.
Like, Batgirl was fighting Mr. Freeze and Harley Quinn. Tim Drake was mostly fighting Clayface. Jason Todd looks like he was fighting maybe the Penguin and maybe someone else. And Nightwing is more focused on the Quarter Owls, it looks like.
Yeah, I saw that too.
So-
I personally, I think that I'm most excited to play with.
Red Hood?
Yeah, I think he looks so cool.
Yeah. I mean, Tim Drake's costume is amazing as well, his outfit.
Who's your favorite Robin, by the way?
My favorite Robin is...
favorite Batman sidekick.
My favorite Batman sidekick, it's between Damian and
Damien has really
Nightwing.
grown on me too.
But he's not really as Nightwing and Damian.
Yeah, Damien doesn't really feel like a Robin.
Damian's not a Robin.
He feels like a junior Batman.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, I would say that he's not really a Robin.
He doesn't really feel like a sidekick. He feels like he's kind of like he almost feels like he's in control.
Well,
of
in a
everything.
comic book series that I read, Tim Drake took the name Red Robin as being like the best Robin, like the smartest Robin, and more of a partnership role to Batman instead of a sidekick role. So,
Interesting.
yeah. So who knows?
I like Tim
I
Drake.
believe it was the Eternals series, Batman Eternals, when they mentioned that. I don't. Yeah, I would say it would have to be Damian on Nightwing. You?
Yeah, I think it's funny you mentioned Damien and Nightwing. I like Tim Drake a lot, man.
Yeah.
I like Tim Drake a lot.
I knew you were. Yeah, you've been a Tim Drake fan.
Yeah.
From Batman versus Joker, right? The Batman Beyond.
Yeah, that was a really cool movie. If
Yeah.
you guys haven't watched that, it's an older movie, but it's one of the better Batman animated movies.
Yeah.
And that and Mask of the Phantasm.
Yeah. Yeah, those are I would have to say. But we're looking forward to playing the game, and let us know if you guys are gonna pick it up and play it as well.
Yeah.
On other news, if you guys didn't know, there was a lot of cancellations with DC Comics and a lot of things being pushed back. One of the things that got canceled, but it looks like they're gonna have a secret funeral for, is the BatGirl TV show.
I know it's a movie.
It was a movie?
Yeah, and
The BatGirl.
shout out to IGN and Matt Kim real quick.
Yep. All these shout out to him. He gets us all our information we need. But the funeral screening of BatGirl will be shown to, I believe, all of the employees that put in the effort and time of making the movie, and just hopefully maybe we get some, like, I guess, insider footage of someone that sends us something, or maybe someone else buys the rights to the movie and has it on their streaming platform. I know a lot of people were saying Netflix, you buy crappy stuff all the time. You should just buy this movie and have it on your streaming platform.
You know what's insane? It would be insane if WB is doing this, or DC's doing this. It's just so that somebody could, quote unquote, leak the movie, and then we just get the movie out there in some way, shape, way, or form.
It's a possibility the movie gets leaked. So hopefully in good quality.
Yeah. According to the what the article said, Jay kind of touched on it. It looks like it's and the article touched on it too. Looks like they're just showing it to a bunch of people who worked on the movie, worked really hard on the movie. It's a money saving move for DC. That's basically why they shelved it, and yeah, and then that's it. Once the showing happens, for the people related to the movie, we're allegedly not going to see it again. So,
yep. So, we'll see what it goes from there. If someone buys it, the more we know, the more we will let you guys know.
Yep.
Alrighty. And speak about another DC fail. They are sadly pushing
DC
back.
fail. No, this hurt to hear.
It is very sad. It hurt all of us, but they are pushing back Shazam and Aquaman the movie. Shazam will be
shout out to IGN and IGN.com and
Matt Kim
our
again.
boy Matt Kim again. Yeah.
So Shazam was originally supposed to be released December 21st, 2022, and now is getting released March 17th, 2023. And then
crazy.
Aquaman got pushed back to December 25th, 2023. So I don't know. I don't know what DC's doing. Why is there a delay?
Aquaman's getting pushed back almost 9 months.
Did we ever get an Aquaman trailer yet? Not that I can remember. Like, I think we got a sneak peek of certain things.
No, we haven't gotten a full
but
trailer
we haven't
yet.
got a full on trailer. And then Shazam's trailer was amazing, and now they gotta delay their movie. We haven't heard anything yet from Black Adam or the Flash, which I am surprised for the Flash with everything that's going on with Ezra Miller.
I read somewhere that obviously he came out and apologized, and I read somewhere that he went to meet with WB and DC and basically trying to save face and go about things the right way now, which is good, man. I think that after everything that he's done, he should apologize and try to make amends. Maybe he came to a sentence and realized, hey, Like, this is a really big opportunity, and there are a lot of people that watch these movies and look up to the character, and I shouldn't just sit here and besmirch the good name of
The Flash,
Barry
Barry
Allen. Of Barry Allen, yeah.
But if anything happens with those movies, I think DC just needs to scrap everything and then completely start over. Like, completely start over.
You know what? Give us what they have, man. I want to see all these movies. I don't want them to shelve anything
all their
else.
movies have taint. All their movies have gotten
Nah, just
bad
give it to
Rotten
us. They've already made
Tomatoes,
them. These movies are
bad
made.
reviews and everything.
Batman vs Superman, the Ultimate Edition is a masterpiece. I don't care what nobody says. I don't care what anybody says.
All right, you know what? I'll let you have that one. Other than that, there's nothing else that we got to say. DC,
Balls in your
fix your
court, bro.
movies.
Yeah, you got it
everything's all
together.
up to you now, and we are giving you the opportunity to make changes to your company. But once we get a little recap, once we know more after we watch Spider-Man, we're gonna give you guys our reviews. Gotham Knights when the game drops, or if we get more gameplay footage or trailers, we'll definitely let you guys know as well. BatGirl, if we get a little bit of insiders footage, that would be amazing, but I doubt it. And then Shazam and
They should just
Aquaman
leak it, bro.
delays,
Just
which
leak
is
it.
sad for all of us. But other than that, I think this was a good episode. Thank you guys for hanging out with us and staying this long for the episode. Egg, you want to do our sign off?
Yeah, thank you guys for hanging out with us. Like my boy Jay just said, on a little bit longer episode, we covered a lot of topics today. We appreciate you guys who watch consistently and to continue to provide us feedback. Have a great rest of your week. It's Friday for us. It'll be Sunday when you guys watch this. Stay safe out there. World's crazy. But J&E, man, we'll see you guys next weekend. Same channel, same place, same time. Take it easy, y'all. We're out.
Catch you guys later.